All right, we get out at 9:11. Today is the perfect day for a half day because today we are just putting together what we've been doing over the last couple of days. So we're going to like burn through this here. Simplifying with order of operations. We want to be able to simplify expressions where we're going to combine like terms, and maybe we have to do some distributing. So we have a couple of things here. Let's look here at number 1. I have 10x's minus 16x's. Can we combine those? Yeah, why? Why are we allowed to combine them? They are like terms. They both have x's on them. They both have... Well, so that's what I mean when I say combine. We're going to put them together. And so we have 10x's, and we're subtracting 16. Where does that land us at? Negative 6. Very good. The negatives are going to win by 6. So when we have positive 10x's and negative 16x's, the negatives win by 6x's. All right. Number 3. Which things are like terms? 5W and 7W. So this says warm up, but we should all be in our notes right now. So, yeah, there we go. All right, so we have 5W, positive 5W, and positive 7W. Do they go to war, or are they on the same team? Same team. So they're going to join forces, and how many W's is that going to give us? 12 W's. Very good. And then we have our plain old numbers here, negative 6 and negative 8. Negative 6 and negative 8. Are they at war, or are they on the same team? Same team. They're both negatives. So that's going to give us how many negatives in all? 14. Negative 14. Very good. All right. So combining like terms, you just have to make sure that they have the same letters attached. Okay? If we can add the things that have the matching letters. Now, we also have been distributing. What do we need to do when we distribute? What operation are we doing? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Multiply. Very good. Distributing is multiplying. So we are multiplying that 8 to both things. So it becomes 8 times x. What is 8 times x? 8x. And then we have 8 times the positive 5. What is 8 times the positive 5? Positive 40. Yeah, positive 8 times positive 5 is positive 40. And let's do number 8, because I like that better. Here, we're going to take that negative 3, and we're going to distribute it to both things inside the parentheses. So this becomes negative 3 times x. What is negative 3 times x? Negative 3x. And then we have negative 3 times positive 1. What's negative 3 times a positive 1? Negative. Negative times positive is negative. And 3 times 1 is 3. Okay. Today, we're doing all of those things together. All right? So, an algebraic expression in simplest form when it has no more. I want to put in the no more like terms. No more like terms and no parentheses. And it has no parentheses. So to simplify an algebraic expression, we're going to distribute if we need to. distribut. We're going to distribute, and then we're going to combine like terms. So this is 2 steps that we're going to do here. We're going to distribute. If we see parentheses, maybe we need to distribute. And then we need to combine like terms. So let's look at number 1. I see here we have 3. And then there's right next to parentheses, so we know we have to multiply. So we're going to distribute. Where are we going to distribute that 3 to? Who does it get distributed to? The x and the -5. Very good. It gets distributed just to the things inside the parentheses. Does it go all the way to the 8? Does it go all the way to the 1? No, just to the things inside the parentheses. So we're going to do, what is 3 times x? 3x. And then we have 3 times -5. What's 3 times -5? -15. Good. And then, what do you suppose we have to do with these other things? Bring them along for the ride. We're going to write them down. So we have a plus 8x and a plus 1x. So they got to come along for the ride. And now, we don't have any more parentheses, so now we're going to combine our like terms. So what's a pair of like terms here? 3x and positive 8x. Are they on the same team or are they at war? Same team. So we have positive 3x's and positive 8x's. So how many positives do we have? 11. 8, 9, 10, 11 x's. Very good. And then we have -15 and a positive 1. Are they on the same team or at war? They're at war. Who wins? Negatives by how many? 14. Good. And that is our final answer right there. Can I combine the 11x and the -14? Can I put those together? Why not? They're not the same. They don't both have x's, okay? If they both had x's, could I put them together? Yes, okay? So here's a algebraic fancy number, and this is just a plain old number, so they don't go together, okay? Let's try number 3. What are we going to do first? Distribute what? Yeah, we're going to take a -7, and we're going to send it to both things inside the parentheses. So we have -7 times w, which is what? -7w, very good. And then we have -7 times positive 4. What's -7 times positive 4? Yeah, -28, very good. I'm writing it down so that we can remember what we're doing. Do you suppose if you weren't sure, could you put this into your calculator? -7 times 4? Yeah, you absolutely could put that in your calculator and double check. Can you do it when there's a letter there? Can you put in your calculator -7 times w? No, that's not going to work. All right, so the things with letters aren't going to work. But hopefully they just smash together. That's not too bad. All right, then we're going to bring down our positive 2w, and we're going to bring down our -15. And now what are we going to do? Combine like terms. Step 2, combine like terms. So what are we going to combine together? Good. -7w and positive 2w. Are they friendly or are they at war? They're at war. We got negatives and we got positives. They're at war. All right, who's going to win? Negatives by how many? -5. Very good. -5 w's. We can also think about this just like our number line. If we're thinking about a number line, we're starting at -7 over on the left-hand side, right? Going -7, and we got to add 2. We got to move to the right 2 spaces, and so where would we land? We would land at -5. So we can think about things in terms of war, which I prefer, or, a number line. But I like war. Yeah. I was the kid who always wanted to know more about the death and disease of history than anything else. That was, yeah. It's like, more Black Plague. Give me more of that interesting stuff, right? Like, come on. Love it. Okay. Now, we also can combine a -28 and a -15. Are these at war, or are they on the same side? They're on the same side, so there's a whole lot of negatives here. How many negatives are there? 43. Very good. We got 30, and then we got 13, so that's 43. So -43. Very good. That's our final answer. Okay, how you guys doing? Good. Yeah? How you guys doing? Yeah? Okay, turn the page. Let's do a few more of these here. Let's look at number 8. Again, we have basically a two-step process here. We need to distribute, and then we need to combine like terms. On number 8, the order looks a little different. What are we going to distribute? Is it a 2 or is it a negative 2? Negative 2. We're always going to take the sign along for the ride, so we're taking that negative 2, and we're going to distribute it inside the parentheses. What's the 12x going to do? It's just going to stay, it's going to wait its turn. We're not using the 12x right now. He has to wait his turn. He's just going to come on down for the ride. Now, we need to do negative 2 times a 9. What's negative 2 times 9? Negative 18. Beautiful. And then we have, ooh, this is tricky, negative 2 times negative 1x. Again, take the sign along for the ride. Negative 2 times negative 1x. What do we get? Negative times negative? Positive. Positive 2 times 1? 2x. Positive 2x. Excellent. Now, what are our like terms here? Good. 12x and positive 2x. Are they at war or on the same team? Same team. Both positive. So that's going to be how many x's? 14 x's. And then we have just our negative 18. Nothing to combine him with. So that just comes on down for the ride, okay? Any questions on this one? Okay, some of you are on your computers, and you should be paying very close attention instead. Let's look at number 10. All right, number 10. We got to distribute. What are we going to distribute here? Negative 6. I love how you said the negative. That is the number right in front of the parentheses. We need to distribute it to both things inside the parentheses. What are we going to do with our negative 2p? Yeah, bring it on down. Bring it along for the ride, but he has to wait his turn. All right, let's see. Let's distribute. Negative 6 times p is? Negative 6p. Good. Then we have negative 6 times what? Good. Negative 6 times negative 4. Again, take the sign along with you. Negative 6 times negative 4 gives us positive 24. We always need a sign, positive or negative. And what are we going to do with this positive 22? Bring it on down to the end there. Yep, add it along. It's got to come along for the ride. Now, we have to combine like terms. What are we going to combine here? Yes. Are they on the same team or opposite teams? Same team, which means there's now a whole lot of negatives. How many negatives do we have? 8. Negative 8 p's. Very good. Combining those. All right, and then we have a positive 24 and a positive 22. They're on the same team. How many is that? 24 and 22? Positive 46. Beautiful. And that is a lovely, fine answer. Give me a thumb. How are you feeling with this? All right, I'm just worried we're going to do like 2 more here. I think that'll be good. 12 and 14, let's do it. What's going on with number 12? Double distribute, yeah. So we're going to distribute the 2 to both things in the parentheses, but we also have another thing to distribute. So we also need to distribute that positive 3 to both things inside the next set of parentheses. All right, well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. What's 2 times a? 2a. Then we have 2 times what? Negative 4. 2 times negative 4. What's 2 times negative 4? Negative 8. Beautiful. Our next set, we have 3 times 9. Positive 27, very good. And then we have positive 3 times negative a. Positive 3 times negative, we could put a 1 in there, we could say negative 1a. So what do we get? Negative 3a, beautiful. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3, and stick on an a. Okay? What can we combine? Positive 2a and negative 3a. Are they on the same team or are they at war? They're at war. We've got 2 positives. We've got 3 negatives. Who's going to win? The negatives win by how many? Negative 1a. Very good. And then we have a negative 8 and a positive 27. Are they on the same team or are they at war? They're at war. Very good. Negatives and positives, who's going to win? Positives are going to win by how many? 19. Very good. All right, beautiful. That's that one. Good, good, good. Number 14, last one. Ooh, lots going on here too, right? All right. What do we need to distribute here on number 14? The negative. We can turn that into a negative 1 to make our life a little easier. All right, got to distribute a negative 1. What else do we need to distribute? The 5, a positive 5. I love that. Beautiful. All right, got to distribute that positive 5. And what's this 14y? Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. All right, got to bring it along. We don't want to forget it. Okay, let's distribute that negative 1. Negative 1 times y is negative 1y. Good. And then we have negative 1 times what? Negative 2. Thank you. Bring that sign along. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Over here in our second grouping, we have 5 times y, which is positive 5y. Give yourself a sign every single time, positive or negative. And then 5 times positive 9, positive 45. All right, every time we got to have a sign. Okay, what's the things that we can combine? What are our like terms? Beautiful. Everything that has a y. 14y, negative 1y, and 5y. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. I'm going to put my positive things together. 14y's and 5y's gives me 19y's. And then I have a minus 1y. What is 19 minus 1? 18y's. The positives win by 18. All right. And then we have a positive 2 and a positive 45, which is positive 47. Beautiful. Okay. Do you feel pretty comfortable with this? Yeah? Okay, excellent. We have a little worksheet today. Yeah.